Hey guys, it's Rislanca, and if you are wondering what it takes to create your own podcast, I'm your girl. I am super excited to be the one to share this information with you. First and foremost, you're gonna need to have a plan as far as what are you shooting? Once you figure out what you're shooting, I know that sounds super simple, but seriously, what are you shooting and what are you going to be talking about? Because if you're going to create a podcast, this is going to be something you need to be witty with consistently, okay? Consistently. Once you have that down packed, do you have a team? You might need to consider getting a team. This is not an easy game because, I mean, unless the space is always going to be set up and you don't need to change anything around, I guess you could get around from having a team, but it's always great to have someone push the buttons for you, set the tripods up, dump the cards, because I'm gonna be real with you, a podcast doesn't just end it doesn't just end after you turn the cameras off. There's more work to be done. Speaking from a producer's experience, I have experience shooting a podcast, editing a podcast, uploading a podcast. It's a lot of work. So if you're not ready for it, forget about it. You need to get ready to invest. Seriously, invest big time. I mean, it's a never ending thing. You're going to need to buy cameras. You're going to need to buy. And if you didn't buy the camera, if you bought the camera with just the body, then you need a lens. Then after you get the lens, you're going to need the SD cards. Then you're going to need a tripod. Then you're going to need a space. Then you're going to need the lights. Then you're going to need a stand for the lights. Then you're going to need audio. Then you're going to need stands for the audio. Then you need cord for the audio. Then you need the card for the Rodecaster. Then you're going to need a Rodecaster. Then you're going to need a lot of things. So it's important to have a team to keep you on point, keeping the morale high. I think that is super key. I think that gets overlooked. Let me get comfortable. I feel like I'm not comfortable. Let me lean back for you a little bit. There takes a lot. It takes a lot of setting up, but it's fun. Next, you're gonna need an editor, because if you're shooting all of this content, you're gonna need the energy to edit it either yourself or you're gonna need the funds to hire someone. It took me my experience for editing podcasts is it's better to do it on Premiere Pro, okay? I am definitely fond of CapCut. I love CapCut. I started off with CapCut, but I had to switch it up. I had to switch it up and start shooting on Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro, it just has everything you need to push something out of that quality. And you're gonna need a hard drive, and you're gonna need a fast computer. Guys, if you want to see me succeed, help your girl get a new computer. Something with a high M5 chip, M3, M4, M5. I need high computer space. That's also something that you need to consider when starting a podcast. If you're going to be editing it, you're going to need computer space. Because depending on how many cameras you have, and if you're shooting in 4K, man, you're going to need a lot of disk space, hard drive space. It's going to take time. And I highly recommend getting a multi-SD card reader that you could just dump all the footage. I had one, it broke. The only one that I've ever seen is on Amazon, and it's kind of cheap. So if I could find a better one, I would get that. You're gonna need determination and will, because some weeks are gonna suck. But you're gonna need to be able to push through it and see the vision, keep the mission alive. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, literally about what it takes to produce an amazing podcast. But I think I'm going to end it here and leave some room for you guys to ask me questions. And then I'm happy to answer them. So I think I forgot to introduce myself. Guys, it's just Rislanca, just Rislanca. And I am super excited to just be here and chat with you. So let's make this happen again, okay? Bye.